What's going on? My name is David Paige, and I'm a deadbeat dad and a negligent parent. People on the internet, and yes, even my own family members, want to know what the fuck is wrong with me for working on a cruise ship when I have a kid. What's going on? My name is David Paige, and my wife and I work as musicians on board cruise ships. Something you may not know about me is that I actually have a son who lives here in Chicago. Most of the time when people find this out, they have questions or are generally supportive. However, every once in a while we run into somebody, whether it's in person or online, a stranger, or even friends and family, who either doesn't get it or has their own judgments about our life. Something that I need to clarify here is that this isn't every friend or family member that has an issue with this. There are some family members that have been incredibly supportive, most specifically my mom. On multiple occasions, it's been my mom who has picked Ben up from school, brought him to the airport, and flown with him to the cruise ship that Stephanie and I are working on. And my mom isn't the only one. There have been several family members, including all of Stephanie's family, who has been incredibly supportive of us. My frustration comes not from those relationships, but from those who have continually decided to be rude and harass me about my career. So I wanted to make this video to address that and to show what life is like for a parent who works on board cruise ships, and also to show it from my son's perspective. Now, being away from my son for extended periods of time, 4, 5, even 6 months at a time, can definitely be difficult. How do you feel when I go to work on a cruise ship?
I miss you.
You miss us?
Yeah.
Yeah. We miss you too. One of the questions we're asked all the time when we are on a ship is, well, where is your son? Where do you live when I'm working on a ship?
I live at my mom's house and sometimes sleep over at my grandma's.
We do have ways that we keep in touch.
We use our phones and our iPads to stay connected, and we FaceTime each other.
Yeah, we FaceTime and we text each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still feel close with me when you can do that?
Yes.
And when you call us and we're in port somewhere, we get to share the port with you, and we're on the ship, then we get to tell you about what we did that day, and you get to tell us about school and your activities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How often can you do that?
Whenever I want.
That's right.
Even in school.
You know what? If your teacher would let you, you could. Luckily, we live in a modern era with modern technologies, and so staying in touch is easier than it's ever been. Between contracts, when Stephanie and I are on vacation, Ben's living situation changes a little bit. When Stephanie and I are back on land, where do you live for the most part?
With you guys.
Yeah, you live with us for the most part?
Yeah.
One of the really nice things about the time when we are on vacation between contracts is that Stephanie and I aren't really working like we would normally have to be working. And so we can do things like chaperone his field trips, or pick him up from school early if he's not feeling well, or take him to the doctor. All these things that might pose challenges if we worked a traditional 9 to 5. What is something special that we get to do together when we're back in Chicago?
We get to go to altitude.
We get to go to altitude. What's altitude?
It's a trampoline park, and we get to have a lot of fun, and me and my dad usually win in dodgeball.
Yeah.
He's really good at dodgeball.
I'm far from the only parent working on board cruise ships. In fact, there are many, many crew members who are supporting their families from the ship. And sure, it can be a little challenging at times, and sure, it's a little bit outside of what, Western society deems is the normal golden standard for how a family should operate. But I have a non-traditional job, I live a non-traditional life, and honestly, it works great for us. Do you feel like the unique experiences that we've gotten to have together has brought us even closer together?
Yes.
I think so too. Has the distance made us not as emotionally close?
No.
No. What's your favorite thing about mine and Stephanie's job working on ships?
I really like all the fun that I have when I get to go on the ship.
What kind of fun do you get to have?
I usually get to go there's usually arcades, and I like to play in the arcades and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. I've had a lot of fun on the bumper cars.
The bumper cars?
Yeah.
Oh, this the racetrack?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really cool.
Bumper car.
Can you tell me about one of the performances that you remember the most of me and Stephanie performing on a ship?
I don't remember its name, but I remember a big show.
Oh, you liked Ocean Music Fest?
Yeah, Ocean Music Fest.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Ben really loves what Stephanie and I do for a living, and in fact, he's really proud of us for the work that we do and for how hard we've worked to get where we are. We were offered another cruise contract.
Yes!
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
Me too, no!
Having those moments where we get to bring Ben on the ship mean the world to him, and it means the world to us.
I get to go and travel the world.
Yeah, you get to go and travel the world. One of my favorite memories of us exploring and getting to do something new together was when we were in the Bahamas and we were still on the Elation. And we went snorkeling looking for sea turtles. And we didn't see any sea turtles, but we had a lot of fun snorkeling, didn't we?
Yeah. I was like a professional snorkeler.
Yeah, you were. Put you in the water and you were ready to go.
Yeah.
What about like when we went to the hot springs?
Oh yeah, that was
Did you like
good.
that?
Yeah, the volcano rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the water park.
The water park? You liked that
Pools,
too?
Yeah.
The pools with the lazy river?
Yeah.
That was a crazy lazy river, wasn't it?
Yeah, crazy.
And the party at the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all really fun. So if you have any questions about what it's like to be a parent on a cruise ship, please feel free to ask. But if you have your own judgments about it, take a look inside yourself, figure out what that's about for you, and keep that to yourself. I'll see you in the next video.